Apparently not even pizza drivers are safe. And if you wanted to see their little bows, like bow hoops. So when this guy was a lot younger and he was still in school, he was working at a pizza place being the delivery driver. He explains how this pizza delivery job was the only reason he was able to get school supplies and the books needed for classes. So one night they get an order for pizza and he says that he was the only delivery driver there, so he accepted, but he accepted without seeing where this pizza was going to be delivered to because it was this town over, but not in the city, out in the middle of nowhere. So the pizza's ready. He gets on his motorcycle and he starts driving to that town, and he's like, well, this town is really in the middle of nowhere because he's literally leaving the city lights behind and basically by himself on a road. He was taking the directions that was given to him, and at some point he had to turn into like this dirt road, which to him wasn't a big deal, but he really just wanted to make the delivery and go back into town because he didn't want to be out there by himself. So when he turns into that dirt road, he notices that there's just a lot of trees, like kind of like a foresty place, and he was alone. It was really dark. He couldn't even see any lights to any houses by that point. So as he's going on this road, he says that on the sides it looked like a lot of forest, and as he's going through this road with the lights of his motorcycle, he can kind of see a lady in between like the forest, not necessarily on the road, but like on the side of the road walking. He explains how this lady looks really old, like she shouldn't be walking out here by herself, and that as he's driving and getting closer to where she is, he notices that the lady's giving him the sign like stop, stop, you know, like almost like if she needed help. When he sees this, he said that he did start slowing down because he got a little bit scared for that lady, but the more and more he would get close to her, the more he would notice that there was something really wrong with this lady. She was wearing a white nightgown, but it was full of like red marks, almost like blood, that even her hair looked a mess, like it was very white and gray. And when he finally got close enough to see this lady's face, he realized that this lady was like smiling, like almost laughing at him, still giving him like signals to come towards her, but like smiling and laughing, just trying to get him to get towards her. Bitch, I would have died on the spot because that in my head I'm picturing it and I'm already scared. When he sees this, where she's like giggling and smiling, still trying to get him to get to her, he literally hit the gas. He was like, I'm not stopping, so he accelerated and he went as fast as he could. He looks in the rear view mirror, and why the fuck does he see her following him, running after him at a speed that an old lady should not be running at? He says that he can hear her laughing as she's running, and he could swear at some points he could see her running with both her like arms and legs. Fuck that. He said that what he saw that night just seems like something that you would see in a scary movie, because how the fuck is this old lady running that fast behind me on a motorcycle, and he's literally just looking at it through his rearview mirror. He's obviously still watching her behind him because he's terrified, going as fast as he can. And he said that when she was laughing, it just sounded like she was making fun of him. And the last little view that he had was her kind of going up in the air. It looked like she was jumping, and then when he looked back again, it was like she disappeared into the sky, like up. Not like, oh, she ran to the side. No, like she went up into the sky. Thankfully, he finally made it to like the street where he was gonna deliver the pizza to, and he finally started seeing houses with lights and everything, and he didn't see her anymore, so he went and tried to deliver that pizza. He knocks on the door and gives the lady the pizza, but he says that the lady who answered the door looked really scared, and she's like, are you okay? Like, you don't look good. And he said that he did not lie to this lady, that he told this lady everything that happened on the dirt road before getting to that lady's street. But the reason he told her what he was telling her was because he was gonna ask the lady if there's another way out of here, because obviously he doesn't want to go back to that road. Like, fuck that, I wouldn't want to go through there either. This lady like kept staring at him like, oh my god. Like, so she starts telling him that a lot of people from there have also claimed to have seen this older lady in that dirt road, and that she had appeared to a lot of people who crossed through there. The urban legend, or like the story, was that people believe that she used to be a witch, that people in that town actually burned her a very long time ago because apparently this witch had taken a lot of kids and a lot of people had been disappearing. So the whole town came together and burned her inside of her house. Hocus pocus, who bitch, apparently that shit was real. However, obviously they didn't expect for her to return to that town and haunt them, but yeah, she is very much there. This lady ends up calling her husband. Her husband comes over and they ask, hey, is there another route for him to take, because obviously he doesn't want to go back back there. The husband says that there is another route, but it was gonna take him a lot longer to get back into town. And he's like, I don't care, I just want to make it back safe. Thankfully, he made it back to the pizza shop without seeing this lady again. And when he got there, he did tell his co-workers what had just happened. The only reason that the co-workers believed him was because of how scared he looked, so they made it a point to not deliver pizza to that town ever again. He even said that he kept working there, but nobody accepted any orders outside of that town anymore. It didn't even matter if it was that town that he was at. If it was in the outskirts of where they were not accepting orders anymore. Fuck that. No wonder there's no delivery where my mom lives, because that shit is way out in the middle of nowhere. Fuck that too. I don't even care. I hate leaving my mom's house at night because the drive that I have to take by myself, no thank you. But anyway, what do you guys think? Like, that poor pizza driver. And also the people who ordered the pizza, like, you guys fucking knew too. You guys fucking knew. And well, I guess pizza is life. Yeah, pizza is life. Fuck.